Great day, great day, great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live and direct. I'm gonna make a suggestion. For those that's on the journey, go to my station and check out my latest episode of Giami Journey Radio. I got a show called Abyss, or my fault, Abyss. I keep on wanting to say Abyss, but it's Abyss. I think it'll be very helpful for you. It's one of the best shows that I feel that I have ever done. So right now I'm running a little bit late because my youngest daughter woke up and she had a temperature and she decided to wake up her sister. So they woke up when my alarm went off. So I had to put them back to sleep before I could even get started. So I did a little quick 10-minute meditation and got out and did the run, and I'm feeling good. So let's continue on. We are on session 118. Can you believe it? 118 times. Listen, oh man, we moving, we growing. I've been looking at the hits, my statistics over the history, and I am amazed and I am humbled, and I thank each and every last one of you that's been taking the time, because I can remember just 2 years ago that I was getting one hit a month. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on at least one of my shows, I'm getting almost 30 hits a day, and I know for some of you out there that's nothing, but for me, I really, really appreciate it. But now let's get into what we need to talk about today. Today, we're talking about the number 2 and how it works in the cycles, because y'all know I'm real big on these cycles, because we need to really learn how to plug into these cycles, and because we're not plugged into the cycles, our lives move in confusing and sometimes deadly ways. We are becoming sicker than we have been at any other time. We're aging faster. We're not gaining as much wisdom, and we're not dying healthy. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but you know, I mean, with the onset of Alzheimer's, it's something that's not in tune. It's something that's not right. And what I want to bring is at least make you aware of some of the cycles, so that we could keep each other that's on the path. We could remind each other when we start hearing little signs and symbols, so that we can help other people find out where they are, and more importantly, help ourselves. So we started with the 0, being at the 0 point. Now, while you're there, you need to be still, and from there you emerge with your gift, because in the 0 state, things become a little bit clear. I'm not going to say it's going to become crystal clear. You might get epiphany, you might not, but you know when it's time to hatch. You know when it's time to emerge into the one and start looking for that interdependence. Now, the thing I didn't mention yesterday is, one, when you come out of your 0 point with ideas or with a vision or with an epiphany, how does it fit in with the whole in the world and your life? Start seeing how things work interdependently. See, we have been fooled to think that one means independent, but actually it's about interdependency, because there is no independent organism on this planet. All other organisms depend on other organisms, and we're all tied together in a big interdependent web. See, that's the mistake. That's the first mistakes human beings make. We think that we are separate from everything else, and we act in such. So we will develop technologies that will destroy everything else around us, because we think we're the only one that counts, because there's nothing else with us. But we live because the earth lives. But most of us can't deal with that. So now let's move to the number 2. Now, number 2 in our number system, in the Giami number system, represents cooperation. And I know a lot of y'all like, oh, here we go with this. Yesterday he told us to get in where we could fit in. Well, it's the truth, because some of y'all want to be chiefs and you're not even good Indians. Some of you want to be generals, but you're not even good soldiers, let alone warriors yet. Some of us, we want to jump all the way to the end rather than taking the journey to get to where we want to go. So I want you to, at that one point, look around and see how everything is working before you start running your mouth, before you start trying to fix things. See how everything is working together. 2, learn to cooperate. Now, first, cooperation starts inside. How and what do you need to do to be able to get along with your vision? Because oftentimes these visions that we have, these epiphanies that we get, this clarity, this idea that we get, it becomes so overwhelming that it starts to push everything else out of our lives. The thing you have to ask yourself is, how do I make this fit in with everything else? How can I cooperate with my vision? What does my vision require of me? What can I give? Learn to cooperate with it. Learn to work with it, because you're going to have to take some steps, because while it's still brewing in your mind, it's certain things you're going to have to do. Some people talk about getting up earlier. Some people talk about working out. Some people talk about daily writing. You know what I'm saying? It's things that you're going to have to figure out, that you're going to have to learn to cooperate with your vision and not just let it totally overrun you. Second, being able to cooperate with those around you when you go into new situations. All right, after you go into a new situation and you scope it out, now you know how the whole thing works, and you done figured out where you fit in, so you get in. But when you get in, do you have the skills to be able to cooperate? And cooperation doesn't mean that you always agree with somebody. Cooperation doesn't mean that you kowtowing and always bowing to somebody. See, we get it mixed up. Cooperation means to with, operate. Operate with means you operate with others. You're able to operate with others. You don't have to get along. You don't have to like them. You know what I'm saying? Can you work with others? And if you are in a situation where you can't work with others, then you need to start your own business. But even then, like I said, because things are interdependent, you're going to have to figure out how to cooperate with somebody. So the cooperation skills is learning how to, I look at the number 2 as a hook, is learning how to hook others, to pull others in. It's like the crook that the Pharaoh will hold in the Pharaoh stance. It's a crook that you're able to pull people in and at least have a discussion with them. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to do what they want you to do. You got to find a way to work with. And also, cooperation is a two-way street. They also have to figure out how to work with you. All right, this is Brother Tim saying peace. Thanks for tuning in. Check me out at www.giamijourney.com. Be sure to download my app. Be on the lookout for my other shows, because I'm about to broadcast the other 2 right now. Peace.